What do you genuinely think the average MMA Guru fan is like? Do you think there's any doctors in here? No, probably not. I think the average MMA Guru fan is probably a university or college-aged person between the age of 18 and 21. And they probably, after their lessons or classes, put me on in their earphones whenever they notice I'm live while they go to the gym. Or if they're not a gym goer, they're probably puts me on in their earphones while they play a video game on their own. And they're waiting for a cue to pop on League of Legends. Or they're like playing some random indie game and just got me on a separate monitor. Like, I think the 2-monitor game is like a lot of my live streaming audience. I would also think that maybe once they're doing, like, if they're like a man and they're a bit more grown, they're probably putting me on while they drive to work or back, depending on their time zone. I would also imagine that maybe they are cleaning the house and they've got it on the side on like a shelf somewhere, or while they're cooking, they've got it behind them on like a table or something near, or in their earphones, something like that, or, you know, put their earphones in while they're hoovering or something along those lines, you know, something like that, I would imagine. Something like that, I would guess. So everyone, I mean, that's just I don't think it's the distinguished gentleman sitting down and putting it on, you know what I mean? I think I'm background for a lot of people rather than a direct watching. But maybe I'm direct watching, but more of a glance at a second monitor type of direct watching. You know what I'm saying? Bum, 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 spa-da-dum, bum, bum. Thank you for the 5. Did you pass first or second time on your driving test? I have never done a driving test in my life. Thank you for the £2. It's too expensive when I was younger. And my parents could never afford a car. I could never afford to get a car or get insurance when I was younger. So I didn't do it. Plus, I live close to central London, so I don't need to drive at all, by the way. What did he say? Did you pass first or second time? I did really well. It's impossible to do in the USA. Well, I'm assuming if you live in New York, you cannot drive. Like in New York City, you can't drive. I can, but I've never like passed a driving test. But driving's fucking piss easy anyway. So I can drive. I sometimes have dreams that I'm driving and I do all right. You know what I mean? Like I'll get in a car in a dream and I'll just drive just fine without crashing and shit. So I reckon I'll be all right. Jesus. I just have never bought a car. Like I'm not a guy that buys a sports car. Maybe someday I will, but I want to learn how to drive close to when I'm about to get a car. And I've never owned a car. Pretty soy not to have your own driving license. Well, I shut off from all friends and all relationships when I was 19 and committed to an MMA channel where I streamed every night, every weekend, and made content every day. I've done 4,000 videos in 6 years, and I'm about to hit 100 million views, actually. Am I there yet? I might actually be at 100 mil. Because I've been waiting for that to come around. 12K away from 100 million views. Okay, I'll try and get a screenshot. Guru, don't be a rat right now and take a sponsor, or it will be like minus 1,000. I get it, but no, I'm going to get some money. I'm sick of acting like, oh, what will chat think while my parents are still not retired and other people in my family have to work a shitty fucking minimum wage job. So I absolutely understand. And I didn't take any shitty sponsor for any old money that would encroach on the channel for 1K or this or that or this many hundred and just force it on the videos. But I've got to the point where I can sort of somewhat be a bit of an A side going into a negotiation, and that's what I wanted to get to. So I can have my own limitations and shit. I'm not watching Neon and Adam Ross be degenerate fucks and still have a fan base and have fucking supercars. I don't want a supercar, but these guys have got millions and millions and millions and millions and this many million deal, that many million deal, and I'm just, you know, I want to be in on that. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get a sponsor that's somewhat user-friendly and helps you guys out a little bit. Don't want to leak anything, but yeah. Impression of Gaziev's UK time does get me more viewers. I need to do more UK time streams, but man, I don't know. So I feel like I come awake after 2 a.m. I don't know if anyone else is like that as well. Even if I've been waking up earlier, I get like a second lease of brain life at about 1 a.m., 2 a.m. That's when I was younger, I used to get like homework and shit done around that time. You know what I mean? Like I'd be up late and I'd like get fucking studying done or homework done when I was in school. And in the day, I'm in this fog where there's just too much noise in the house. Everyone's arguing. You know what I mean? Shit going down in the house non-fucking stop. And then everything gets quiet. Everyone goes to bed. And then I'm fucking beaming. Thank you for the $2 Canadian. Thought about the great Song Yudong getting a layup. Good for him, you know. I don't see why that wouldn't be done in China and they wouldn't have fucking Yan versus Figueiredo in Tampa, Florida. The decision making of the UFC is always confusing to me because the events are literally back to back week after week. And I don't know why they wouldn't do that. Umar's got a Russian fan base. Yudong's got a Chinese fan base. There's a fucking fight night in China a week before the one in Tampa. Why not do Figueiredo Yan in Tampa? I don't understand. It is what it is. Yan's 25% Chinese. He is. But still. Fuck him. Chinese guy should be in a Chinese main event. Surely not. Or surely. How does it tell him, Lucas? Yeah. Big meaty hooks. Thank you for the $2. Saw Cope Hill said Khalil's not on his level. I kind of like what Jamal Hill's doing. I'm going to be honest with you. Because I wouldn't care if he wasn't saying any of this. So I don't actually mind that he's going full Hill. He's going Jamal Hill. Who's your favorite commentator? I don't know anymore. I don't listen to commentary. I think typically Paul Felder is pretty good, but sometimes when he's in the presence of a bigger name on commentary, he gets dragged down to their level. That's right, chat. Felder, when he's amongst lesser names on commentary, is goated. But when Felder is amongst a DC or a Rogan, he gets like dragged down to their level to try and like have a conversation with them, try and be funny. You know what I mean? It's one of those ones. So Felder, when he's amongst lesser names on commentary, like if it's a Felder, Fitzgerald, and Bisping maybe, or a Cruz, that's like a goated mix, honestly. Maybe without Bisping. Like a Felder, Cruz, and Fitzgerald combo might be probably one of the better commentary triple up. Give it the $5. I have my first professional grappling match tomorrow. Any advice? Tomorrow. Go aggressive. If it's your first one and the other guy's doing it for the first time as well, be aggressive. Aggression wins at an amateur level. And not an amateur level as in like amateur tournaments in that. Like if you're really, really amateur and new to something like a novice, aggression wins. Like it just does. When I was doing Taekwondo, the most aggressive guy always fucking won. That's what I learned very quickly. Just be aggressive and you'll probably win and shit scare the other guy. He won't commit the way he wants to. How you feel about Rosas Makayev goes? How you feel about Rosas Makayev grappling fight? That's interesting. We'll see how it goes. A huge L for Rosas for Makayev if he fucking loses that one. But Rosas, is DDP included in your body count? Seeing as I did not have sex with DDP, then obviously not. Sad you never had a girlfriend. True, but the bag was my girl. You know what I'm saying? Beating ESPN on ad revenue at 25. Even though I'm 26 now. I did it when I was 25. Self-made. Out the gutter. That was my love. You know what I'm saying, dude? I'm so alone. Thank you. Go with the moral guy. Lucas Tracy finally spoke. He made a statement in YouTube community. Ooh. Konnichiwa. Ba, 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 ba. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. He only got 4K views on his predictions. He should have waited, but I get it. I get he wants to get them out there first, an hour long. I mean, it is a good card. I probably will be doing that as well. Community. What's up, everybody? Just wanted to let you guys know what my plans are for the channel. As a lot of you already know, I'm back to posting videos. I came back because I missed making videos, especially breakdowns. It seems like no matter what I'm doing, I always have the itch to make content. However, I'm still busy working on other things, and I'm not back to YouTube full time. I know a lot of you have been asking for streams, but at the moment, I've been able to enjoy my Saturday nights with family, friends, and live streaming full cards. What about individual in the weekday streams, dude? It's all good. I've been able to relax on fight nights, and I'm enjoying them as I did back in the day, but that doesn't mean that I'm done with live streaming for good, just for now. So although I'm not full-time back, MMA will always be a passion of mine, and it isn't going away. I mean, I get that, if that's what it is. As far as the hats go, obviously I have to let my hair transplant heal. We went to Turkey, brother. You know this. Just joking. No hair transplant yet, but it will come soon. Lastly, many of you have asked about the Volk interview. I tried to make it happen, but I haven't heard back from him and his team. The fuck? If they're down for the interview, we'll make it happen. Dude, we got to get on Volk. We got to get on Volk for Lucas Tracy's collab with him. You can't just be fucking luring people in the comment section for likes, Volk, and not committing to it, buddy. The fighter of the year, and why is it John Jones? It's not. It's Pereira, dude. 3 title fights in under 6 months is pretty huge. How active has Pereira even been? Surely it would have been trailing back into last year as well. I would imagine he fought after September last year. He fought Yuri in November. So Pereira's had 5 fights in a year and 2 months. In 14 months, Pereira's had 5 fights. And he's actually had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 UFC fights that he's had within three years. Pretty bonkers. Pretty redonk. And the longest layoff he had was waiting for Adesanya to recover from their first fight. 6 months he had to wait. And then even after he got beat by Adesanya and got KO'd, he was back in like 3 months, which is kind of insane. 3.5 months. Impression